Hello, family. This is Joshua again, a technical support engineer slash M365 administrator. I'll be talking quickly on the CRUD operation, right? In programming, it's called the create, the read, the update, and the delete. So I'm going to be talking about this, right, as it relates to Microsoft 365 PowerShell, right? So whatever we're doing here is will relate to Microsoft 365. I'm quite fast because of LinkedIn, right? This video shouldn't be more than 15 minutes. All right, so let's get to it. So the case study would be the MSO service command, the MSO user command. We're going to be running all of this, right? So the read equivalent in Microsoft 365 would be the get, the update would be the set, the create would be the new, the delete would be the remove. Tools needed for this lab. We're going to be needing a Microsoft 365 tenant with global admin privilege, the PowerShell console with admin privilege, and a good internet connection. Here's the resource. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is to launch our PowerShell as an administrator, number one. Then we're going to run this command to install the MS Online module if you've not done this before. Sorry. Then we're going to run the connect MSO service to connect you to the MSO service PowerShell so we can use the next commands. So the first things first is our Microsoft documentation, which is quite helpful. So we're going to be needing that. So the first command would be, let's say, the new command, right? Since we're creating, copy, come on here, paste, search. So there is always a Microsoft command documentation for this. So we're going to be working strictly with the documentation. So this command, what does this command do? It creates a user, right? Creates a user to the Azure Active Directory. How do we use it? This is it here. So we're going to be creating a user called David Chu. Copy, come in here, create underneath here, right? First of all, this is where we manage our users from the Office Admin Center. As you can see, this is the Office Admin Center. All users are being managed from here. So this is a list of active users. So let's, right? So we're going to create David Chu right now. So running this command, what we are telling MSO service to do is create a new user whose user principal name is David Chu, display name is David Chu, first name is David, and last name is Chu, right? So when we run this command, this user is going to be created with all of these properties. So we'll click on this, then we'll click on this to execute. Okay, I'm so sorry. This domain is not our domain. So let's get our domain. So we'll come here, come to settings, domains, click on this, then copy this out. Then we'll come here, then paste it. So this is the user. So we are telling Microsoft, create this user with this user principal name, give it a display name of this, a first name and a last name. So execute. So you see, this user has been created, right? So let's confirm this from the admin center. Active users. So we're looking for David. Let's refresh. David Chu. Not here. David Chu. All right, so you can see David Chu has been created, right? Let's see the information. So we only have the first name, last name, display name, and that's all, nothing else. So the next command would be the read command, right? So let us read the values of this newly created user. So how do we do that? Back to our documentation. So we're looking for the get command, right? The get command. So let's go get MSO user. So this is the documentation needed to execute these commands. So what does this do? The getMSO user command, it gets users from Azure Active Directory with the following properties. So let's go. So the first command is get all users. So what does this do? You copy that out. Let's see what it does. So you come here, you paste it, execute. So you can see this command gets every single person in the organization. Everybody you can see here, you can see David Chu. Let's look for David Chu. You can see David Chu is listed here. So so what you're seeing here is equivalent to what you can see here, right? Every single person here. So this is the GUI and this is the PowerShell view. So you can do the same thing you can do here on the Office Admin Center, right? So what we want now is we just want the value for David Chu and not for every single person, right? Let's go back. Documentation. So this is the command we'll be needing. Copy, come in here, paste. So what we're doing is get a user whose user principal name is David Chu. So you click on this and click this. Oh, once again, made a mistake. So we copy this out. Copy, paste, right? So run this. So you see, it didn't quite give us what we needed, right? We want every single property for David Chu. What do we do to this? We edit the command by adding a vertical pipe symbol, then FL. So FL stands for format list. F is for formats and L is for lists. So we are telling, in essence, we are telling Azure to get us a user whose user principal name is David Chu. After getting the user, get us a formatted list of all the properties in David Chu. Let's run this. So we can see everything about David Chu is listed, right? The display name, right? The when created, the user principal name that we did earlier, right? Then a list of other things. You can see Office, objects, ID, mobile phone, which is empty. All of these are empty at the moment because we did not set it up. We only set up the display name, David Chu, the first name, right? The last name and the rest. So this is all for the get command, which is equivalent to the read command. So what we are doing is we are reading the value of this user. Next command will be the updates, right? The update command, right, in M365 is equivalent to the set command. So we come back here, we look for the set command. I told you before, the Microsoft documentation gives you everything you need. So we're looking for the set msol user command, right? So what does this do? It modifies a user in Active Directory. Let's see an example. So we come here, you can see the user principal name of this is this. So let's run this command and see what it does. Sorry, paste, right? So we are saying set this user's value or update this user value whose user principal name is this. Then set the display name to David Chu, this and this, right? So let's separate this. This gets David Chu and this sets up the value, the new value for David Chu. So we want, remember, his previous name is David Chu, right? David Chu right here. You can see display name is David Chu, right? So we don't want that anymore. We want David Chen, Chen. We want this title to be manager, this and this, right? Let's list the values, these current values. Let's see. Format list, display name, title, then department. So what we are saying is list the display name, the title and department of David Chu. Okay. So click this and we run this. So you can see the comment values. The title is empty, department is empty, only display name is visible, right? So let's update it to display name of David Chen, title, the manager, and department finance. Oh, you keep making the same mistake. I'm so sorry about this. So we'll replace all of this, right? Do this and do this. Run. User not found. Interesting. All right. Cool. So now let's get the value again. So we can see the value changed. It changed from David Chen to David Chu to David Chen. The title was formerly empty. Now it's manager. Department was empty. Now it's finance. So this is how you update. You use the get commandlet to update the user's information to your current value. Now the next one, we're going to be deleting David Chen. So let's confirm before we delete, let's confirm the values have updated, right? The display name is now David Chen, title and department. So let's go back. This is David Chen, right? David Chu. So let's see the information. Still the old value, right? So let's refresh the page so we can get the updated value. So David Chen, click on David Chen. You can see the value has updated, David Chen. Manage contact information. So we have our new values, David Chen. The job title is now manager. The finance is the department is finance, right? So this is how you update the value as opposed to doing it directly from the GUI, right? So what we are focusing on is using the PowerShell commandlets to update all of this value accordingly. Now we are done with the updates. Time to delete. Unfortunately, we have to let David Chen go. He's currently fired. All right, so let's go back. So the delete command, the delete CRUD operation would be the remove command, right? So let's look for remove right here. So remove mso user. Where do we have that? All right, this is it. So what does this do? It removes a user from active Azure Active Directory. This is it. So we're going to be removing David Chen one last time. Right. So David Chen was created initially using the new command, right? We gave him a display name, first name and last name. We got the value, right? Then we set the value. We changed the display name to David Chen. We gave him a title and a department, which we can confirm, which we confirmed from here, right? Now it's time to delete David Chen. Let's see how to delete David Chen from the PowerShell console. So this command says remove a user whose user principal name is David Chu. Let's not forget this time around. All right, copy, paste. So we're deleting David Chu. Click on that, continue with this operation. Yes, of course. Now let's confirm David Chu has been deleted. Let's try and get and read the value one more time. So this is the value. Let's read the value for David Chu. Let's close this out. Get him. So we have an error here. Display name. Okay. All right. So let's get David Chu on Microsoft.com. Hello of errors. Okay. Run this. So we can see get MSO user not found. User David Chu was not found because we just deleted it. Him, right? So let's confirm from the admin center. This is it here. Let's confirm if we're still going to see David Chen here. So refresh. You can see David is nowhere to be found. Let's confirm. Let's look further. David is gone because we just deleted him. However, when you delete a user from Office, from the admin center or from Active Directory, it comes into the deleted users folder. So David Chen is still here, but no longer active. He has been deleted. This is the recycle bin, right? So we need to delete him further from the recycle bin. How do we do it? We come back here, we copy this out, paste in here, come here, we paste, copy this out, David, paste. So what we are saying is remove a user whose user principal name is David Chen from the recycle bin completely. Run this, executes, gone. Let's confirm. Deleted users, refresh. Refresh one more time. Refresh one more time. This can take a while though. Let's see. Remove MSO user. David Chu. Yes, one more time. Yes, wasn't found. So it should be gone now. Refresh. So it's gone. Thank you very much. God bless.